The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling at the top of my brain. Are you... Hi there guys, my name is Snackonaut, and today I am taking a look at The Monster Inside, a audio-visual novella by Random Seed Games. This is free on Steam, but we're going to get into this, and we're going to try it out. Do I read this? I think I read this. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I had had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. Whoa. Nice. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Vanetti's office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. It was a slow month, weeks since I had any real case to work on, so I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bedsheet. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. This is really loud. The girl came in so quiet I nearly choked on my cigarette. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Oh, calm down now, sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? Ever heard of knocking first? We'll be nice. Let's be nice. Okay, thanks. It's just, no one will listen to me. Well, I'll listen. Just tell me your tale, I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress. The man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. You don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He's got to be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Okay. Well, Mr. Jack. You can just call me Jack. You can call me Snackonaut. Look, Snackonaut, whoever did this to his wife must have been one who took him. He would have had never left without me. He promised me. Oh. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in on charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets, probably why they hadn't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. You've got my curiosity, but you might not look like what I find, and I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it, don't you worry now. I'll be a little, Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you, but please, be careful. I don't think this was just any murderer or kidnapper. I think it was a beast. Beast, you say? The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough all right. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges. But I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. Well, it's definitely an interesting story. A theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it, don't you worry now. Leave detective work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions here. That's definitely an interesting theory. I have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. I mean, I can try. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. Well, I didn't say it, you did. I reassured her some more, and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night, I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Alright. I bet we could probably get like 2 chapters out of this. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding the things others overlook. There's a thing there. A knack. More of a symptom of a condition. Other, less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of trepidation. What? I expected the scent of trepidation. What is that word? I can't even. Trepidation? Trepidation? Is that a real word? Trepidation. Trepidation? Yeah, because trepid. Yeah, okay, whatever. Continuing. Or maybe even outright fear. But Miss Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Gross. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Pushing the thought from my mind, it was time we got down to business. Investigate the scene. Oh, nice. What's this? Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the prints the cops left behind in their haste. But cops don't wear $2,000 pairs of carquinos. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. Get to seeing some more. Oh, there's scratches on the trees. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt the chill down my spine. Those are monster claws. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was a mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here. But I was no stranger to the strange. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me, so I trudged back to my apartment, and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. Next chapter. Screw it, we'll do a third one. This is going so fast. Alright, the next morning I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned for her to step inside. Seemingly afraid of what I might say, she finally worked up the courage to ask. So, what did you find? I got some good news. He could still be alive. Not sure about beasts, but something's unnatural. And might be right to worry about monsters. Found a spell's mark. Yeah, sure. Unnatural? How do you mean? I can't give you details. What does that mean? What about Reggie? Do you know where he might be? I found his footprints. Seems like he got out safely. There were signs at the scene. There were signs he was at the scene and slipped away. Okay. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. Drink some water with it. But you don't know where he went? Do you think the news this morning is related? What news is that? Haven't you heard? Heard what? About the bird? Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know. Nope. Rough night followed by a rough morning. Yeah, let's lie. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. Let me guess. Chief Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amato was a shit cop and a shit chef. Chief? He was half the reason I left the force. But now his wife, oh my god, that's horrible. But now his wife was dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work and she left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night, after the cops had cleared out of the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Miss Amato's untimely demise. And a third chapter. Jeez, these are really short chapters. Screw it, I'm gonna do a fourth one. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil and... Could it be seduction? That smell again. Like someone had bottled pure aerosol and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long-forgotten memory. but the sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hands, shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus, no jumping to conclusions, follow the evidence. Alright, the scene. What's important here? There's nothing. Let's look at the docks first. There, just there, smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a board. The police report didn't say anything about Miss Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. And these chains. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Are you, what, really? Same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. I pulled out my own pack of Reds and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling at the top of my brain. Are you... Okay. That's the end of chapter 4. I'm not going to go and click this button now. I'm going to end the episode here. I think 4 chapters was a pretty good amount of time for this. But if you guys enjoyed, please remember to leave a like, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to see future videos that I make. I do always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later.